Crazy times, man.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Oh shit! Oh shit! Mad thing! Mad thing! My man's on the floor, cuz. I rat you. I tell you, man, I'm moving mad! Oh shit!
This really should be a Clear My Cache episode, but I cannot like this.
Hey, the man I'm moving wild. Oh shit! Fucking hell, blood. Hey, coming like a Royal Rumble out here. Mad thing, look, my man's sleeping, fam. Mad thing. Look, it's still going on, you know. Fucking hell. Oh, mad.
Well, it is day 3 of a month of nothing but Taco Bell for a Virginia man. Sam Reed is his name, and he is eating 3 meals a day for a total of 90 Taco Bell meals. We read an article back in 2016 claiming Taco Bell was one of the healthiest fast food restaurants. But can fast food actually help you live más? That's what he's trying to find out.
Not living.
I'm actually measuring percent body fat, cholesterol, sodium, blood pressure, and I'll be doing some fitness tests as well to see if I can kind of maintain my level of physical fitness.
All right, he's starting the 30-day experiment on Sunday and plans to visit several doctors during it to track his health.
Godspeed, man.
Well, they're being interrogated now.
What are they saying?
Well, they're lying. But
His face.
Go ahead, yes, sir!
Will look like
He had a tattoo on his arm.
What are the odds?
It was a flag. The face was all black with a white bandana around the eyes.
That's very helpful.
That's some hater shit. That's some hater shit.
Going to step outside?
You don't want your wife to hear this. So you're under arrest. I'll go, but don't come to me in front of everybody. You're under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Can't afford one. One will be appointed to you.
Pretty tight spot.
Watch this. Your beard parks and stuff. That's so you.
Of course you were. That's so you.
I got 6 cents.
Andy had it this way. Right here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Pay no interest on Buick SUV models.
Some clown hater shit for real.
Quilted Golden Ultra Soft and Strong is made using an energy-efficient process.
From his attorney and Humble PD's response tonight, Shelley.
Eric, this arrest happened back in June, but surveillance video is only just now surfacing through social media. Humble police say their officer did not strike this man, but the man's attorney says this video speaks for itself.
When I watched it, I was blown away.
This is the surveillance video from outside a bar in Humble that shows the moments a police officer takes down Chris Hanna.
He asked my client to raise his hands, it appears. He raises his hands, just like this, and the officer reaches for, I believe, his right hand.
Yes, sir.
In the officer's hand, I believe his right hand, he's holding his handcuffs. And then as soon as he takes my client's hand down this way, he turns and hits him almost like uppercut, holding the handcuffs in his hands almost like brass knuckles, and knocks him out.
And moments later, Hannah, already laying flat with the officer on top of him, is picked up by the back of the neck, his head slammed into the ground. Hannah says he still does not even remember this takedown, but was conscious as he was taken to the police unit, where he was immediately bandaged, he says, because of the amount of blood coming from his head. That bandage is clear in this booking photo from Humble Police. But Police Chief Ken Tice sending us this statement, saying in part, once the suspect continued to attempt to put space between himself and Officer Cox, the officer took the suspect down onto a patch of grass and handcuffed him without further incident. At no time did the officer strike the suspect, and it was determined the injuries suffered by the suspect were caused solely by the altercation in which he was involved prior to Officer Cox's arrival. Attorney Todd Overstreet says it's clear his head was not injured before the officer takedown.
He's sitting there calmly. He's still wearing his baseball cap. He's not holding his head. He's not attending to any wound.
The attorney says Officer John Cox was initially dispatched to the scene when Hannah called 911 himself out of fear for his own life during a parking lot altercation. Hannah admittedly fired a gun he was legally storing in his car, but turned it over to Officer Cox when he arrived. This portion of the surveillance video shows he arrived. This portion of the surveillance video shows the surveillance video show portion of the surveillance video. This portion of the surveillance video. This portion of the surveillance. This portion of the surveillance video shows the second interaction with Officer Cox as Hannah was sitting and waiting to be questioned.
What he did at that point is inexcusable. It's police brutality. There's no other way to look at it.
We've asked Humble Police if there is an internal investigation into this arrest and if
trust them and they want to know why they have a public image problem, it's because of things like this.
Things like this. Seen this already. Gotta act right. You're from the white people.
That motherfucker going too crazy. That motherfucker gonna go crazy. One thing about it.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No, I'm not gonna have more understanding. You don't understand.
As the world continues to learn how to live in the age of COVID-19, a new disease is now getting the attention of the public health officials. Understandably, people are on high alert about any pathogens with the potential for COVID-19 level effects, and monkeypox is climbing up the list of diseases the World Health Organization is worried about. On Saturday, WHO announced that the monkeypox outbreak, which has now appeared in more than 70 countries, is an extraordinary situation. The global organization went on to say that the disease qualifies as a global emergency. The announcement has the potential to both increase investment and treatment for the illness, as well as make the existing vaccines even more scarce. Pardon me, ain't been to school in a minute. We have an outbreak that has spread around the world rapidly through new modes of transmission, about which we understand too little. and which meets the criteria in the international health regulations, said WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. The declaration was made without a consensus decision among the organization's emergency committee and marks the first time the head of WHO has taken such an action. I know this has not been an easy or straightforward process, and that there are divergent views among the members, acknowledges Ghebreyesus. Monkeypox is by no means a new disease. It has been found in Central and West Africa for decades. What is new, however, is that it is now spreading outside the continent, as tens of monkeypox epidemics have been found in North America, Europe, and beyond. Biden administration declares monkeypox a public health emergency. The move aims to speed up distributions of vaccines amid criticism of the federal government's response. The Biden administration on Thursday announced it is declaring monkeypox a public health emergency, a move intended to speed up the distribution of the vaccines and expand testing as the outbreak continues to spread. We're prepared to take our response to the next level in addressing this virus. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra told reporters, and we urge every American to take monkeypox seriously and to take responsibility to help us tackle this virus. A decision memo created by HHS has circulated through U.S. health agencies over the past week and has secured broad support from agency heads. White House National Monkeypox Response Coordinator Robert Felton described the virus as fast-moving and said it is spreading faster than previous outbreaks. That's scary, man. Gotta stay prayed up. This public health emergency will allow us to explore additional strategies to get vaccines and treatments more quickly out to impacted communities, Felton told reporters. It sounds planned, and it will allow us to get more data from jurisdictions so we can effectively track and attack this outbreak. The declaration comes as more than 6,600 monkeypox infections have been reported in the United States, a number that has risen sharply over the past weeks. The rapid spread in more than 1,200 cases have been reported in the last 3 days. This ratcheted up pressure on the Biden administration to declare the outbreak a public health emergency, as critics and health experts accuse the White House of failing to mount an aggressive push to distribute treatments and vaccines. The U.S. is at a critical inflection point that warrants taking additional steps to address the rise of monkeypox infections, according to the FDA Commissioner Robert Khalif. The federal government is considering deploying a strategy referred to as dose sparing to stretch supply of the Genials vaccine. The goal has always been to vaccinate as many people as possible, Khalif said. We're considering an approach for the current doses of Genials that would allow healthcare providers to use an existing one-dose vial of vaccine to administer to a total of up to 5 separate doses. Wait, what? We're considering an approach for the current doses of granules that would allow healthcare providers to use an existing 1-dose vial of the vaccine to administer a total of up to 5 separate doses. Sheesh. Giving cats parts of the... That's crazy. The administration is holding the first of recurring weekly monkeypox briefings with congressional staff Thursday afternoon, according to 3 congressional aides. The administration has held smaller meetings on monkeypox with staffers, but the Center for Disease Control and Prevention and Administration for Strategic Preparedness are slated to brief the caramel bipartisan staff at the first of the larger weekly meetings. Is more. Even as the Biden administration has pushed people who may be at risk to get vaccinated, shortages have been reported across the country, especially in New York, the epicenter of the country's outbreak. Yikes, man. HHS announced last week that it expects to ship an additional 800,000 vaccine doses in the coming weeks, though health experts anticipate that will still be well short of the supply needed to contain the outbreak. An additional 150,000 doses are expected in September, officials said. The World Health Organization on July 23rd declared monkeypox as a public health emergency of international concern. Since then, California, Illinois, and New York have declared their own states of emergencies. Federal health officials in the recent weeks have debated whether to declare monkeypox a public health emergency. Among the concerns was that the move could further stigmatize the disease, which has overwhelmingly affected men who have sex with men, said one person with knowledge of the matter. But the LGBTQ groups focused on the monkeypox response voiced support for declaring the outbreak an emergency, and senior health officials ultimately concluded that the emergency declaration could unlock new authorities that might speed the distribution of vaccines and treatments for monkeypox that have so far been in short supply. Yeah, all that reading, man. It's fundamental, man. That shit is fundamental. Shit is crazy. Been that.
What the fuck is that? Like, that is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro.
It's like, it's so cool.
What is that?
Oh, man, that shit is crazy. The president's son, man. Wildin'. This man doing. Bug out, man. Cash out.
Want me to show you something? Like, get your fucking hands off my seat, nigga. No, get your fucking hands off my seat. Well, I'm finna hold you out, nigga. What you wanna do? Get your fucking hands off my seat. Man, get your bitch ass hands off my seat. This is my seat, nigga. But hey, look, man, it's my seat, nigga.
Yo, he playing.
It's off that seat, not this one. Don't fuck with my shit, nigga. I'm finna fuck you up, nigga. And I'm 50-something years old, nigga. I ain't 25, nigga. I'm 54 years. Get your bitch ass hands off my seat. Yo, I'm finna hurt you, bro. Hey, look, bro. Tell him in Spanish, bro. Look, whoever knows Spanish, better tell this nigga. Leave my seat alone, bro. Tell him. Cause look, I just want to sit in my seat. He keep yanking me the whole time.
Tell him to sit the fuck
And
down.
I've been hurt though, motherfucker. I'm over 50, so it's no charge on me. Don't touch my shit. Yo, my dinero. I bought this. Mine. My money. I'm gangster. Getting a whole bunch of seats. Don't fuck with mine. It's gonna get hurt, nigga. I'm fucking with a gangster, nigga, for real. Real gangster, nigga. You playing that don't know English shit. And when we get to where we going, I'm still gonna check your ass. I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out. And anybody in here got something to say about it, anybody got something to say, you can get that too, nigga.
How's it gonna hold a crane
Go
for it?
whatever the fuck. We can get it, dog. We can get that. Paper, dog. Gangster, nigga, right here, real gangster, dog. And I'm over 50, dog. Yeah, nigga. And I'm about that life, dog. I'm about that life, dog. 24 years penitentiary. I'm trying to go home, you ain't gonna fuck with me, nigga. Don't give a fuck. What you gonna do? I got you, dog. When we get down there, I'll smash your bitch ass too. What you gonna do? You gonna do something? You gonna do something? Well, shut your bitch ass up then and sit down and take your ride. Nigga, I'm a real gangster, dog. You a hoe gangster. You a seat talker.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be great on Twitter.
Trying to get I'm going to get my goddamn seat blind nigga yanking and pulling on that bitch.
Keep going.
There's 500 goddamn seats in this bitch. You can sit in one of them. You ain't going home, nigga. Word up, nigga. Straight out of New Orleans, nigga. Ratchet in this bitch, nigga.
Oh, wow.
Like an owl mine, nigga. Ghost, nigga.
Yeah, that car right there, somebody pulled in to let them know their house is on fire. I saw him around back. That's the last time I seen him. Okay.
Hey guys, 6-year-old girl and a 23-year-old male missing in the house somewhere.
What do you got?
6-year-old female and a 23-year-old male possibly inside.
Guys, come here.
Yes, sir.
Are you Zavion?
Thanks, everybody.
Come with me, man. Come with me. Come with me. We gotta get away from the house. Hey, we gotta get away from the house, okay?
Okay, baby. You're okay.
Is the baby okay? Please tell me that baby's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, she's okay.
100%? Yep, you're okay.
You did good, dude. Okay?
Speak like this.
He's a hurt.
Speak like this.
Stop rapping. Stop rapping. He's a hurt, yo. Fucked up right there. This nigga need to get out the way. Yo.
Bobby speak.
I'm sorry, yo.
Like a reed. Speak like this.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
This is really confusing. Hey, y'all need to go. Y'all need to pack and get from out of here.
You're not even gonna do this one.
No, you need to go. Yeah, that's right. Get the hell out of here. Get out here with drugs and guns. This is what y'all do? No, I don't have to do anything. That's why you're here. That's why, no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to YouTube and find it. Because, you can't escape the internet. Joe Rogan knows he can't escape the internet. Oh no, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Years ago.
Oh yeah, fat people. Well, yeah, and fat models. They all found it. I mean, because I know she has her act, but we were also just having conversations on podcasts about it.
Yeah.
And my thing was, I go, everybody has a preference for whatever their standard of beauty. That part I'm fine with. But my case was that when people go, you shouldn't talk about body types or people's bodies. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What about Bert?
But what are you talking about? Because we all talk about other people's bodies. You do it in your head. You do it to yourself. You say it to yourself. You say it to your friends. It's part of the way our brains are organized, is that you have a commentary about the attraction level of somebody else.
100%.
I mean, it's always done. Even the people who lecture you about it, those people will still, if you walked away, oh yeah.
Fat people.
Well, yeah, and fat models. They all.
Can't just be that. I know somebody got the juice. Can't just be that. That's it. No. Really? I guess we ain't gonna get the video, man, cause that can't be it. Much on it is.
Girl, try to move. Girl, it's that hot in Atlanta. It's that hot in Atlanta.
Nah, it's just that. It's just bad news.
Atlanta, we is going to the seats. We going to the seats. Look, let me get in. We is going to the seats. It's that hot in Atlanta. Oh my Lord. Oh, get up, girl. Pull. Girl. Oh no. Oh.
And then we're on the underpass, and there's porta potties. Not one either, like 4, like a deck of porta potties. And then someone has a car parked there on the sidewalk, like partly on the sidewalk. So they're like half blocking a lane. And then they have like a canopy draped over their car, and they have just stacks of shit. And then next to it was a dresser. They had a dresser.
Jesus.
So they had their shoes in a shoe rack. There was a shoe rack. Like, this is where they live.
That's really wild. I didn't know also that, you know, when you see stuff like that on the streets, at least in Los Angeles or maybe in California, that's protected property, like by law. You know that? Like if you were
so
to
you're
go,
not supposed to do that.
But like that's that person's property by law. If you were to go,
homeless person's property is protected?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
If you were to go and try to move that or take that,
you'd get arrested.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But they wouldn't arrest you if you shot somebody. Maybe you should just go and shoot the homeless people.
I like your ideas.
Yeah. And if nobody claims it, I mean, nobody does anything about violent crime in LA anymore. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
They're just letting people out.
Damn. I kinda just doxed myself. Kinda did. Ain't even a word. Well, he is what he is. Did it to myself.
A day as a black woman in Istanbul, Turkey. There was a whole group waiting to take pictures with me.
Can I send your hair? Oh, I don't like when people touch my hair.
More pictures. Everyone was so nice to me. I really felt like a celebrity. They must have taken over 100 photos. Ghana girl. More photos. I had a whole crowd line up to take photos. I was starting to feel awkward. They started arguing over who's next, so I just run away home. Regardless, was a great day. Bye.
In this industry, what you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever.
In hell, though. He don't tell y'all that part.
And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe.
Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. Like there is
in the
world,
industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
When you walk around with the fake face and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna open up. It's like this is not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that since World War I, we've been taught by the Indians and all this other shit how to take skin people and wear their faces to infiltrate the families and this, that, and the other. This is something that has been going on since World War I and before that. So now we've conquered the art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits. So it's supposed to be hard to identify. But when it comes down to it, this world of Hollywood, this wicked world is what they call it. Some people call it Hollyweird. You could literally go to Hollywood and if you open your eyes, it will manifest to you. They'll be right there in front of you.
The people who are trading
the people who are on the walls, the people who are idolized, are laying in their vomit on Hollywood Boulevard. And you have to open your eyes. It's done right in front of us. See, and if you're willing to sell your soul, then you'll be right there too.
Is this the Illuminati?
Well, it's not my family. It's not my family. Well, I can't blame that on me and my family, but I can't blame it on others. I could blame it on those that caused the harm on themselves by coming to the Illuminati and trying to sacrifice themselves in order to get ahead. Can't blame those people.
I mean, there's a lot of talk about it, on YouTube. We call it the wormhole of YouTube. But to hear you as a child star come out and say that this exists, these people are doing whatever they got to do to stay alive and to ensure that their throne
is kept.
Oh,
that's not none of my business. I warn how I warn. When you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're not finna turn me into no horse.
They not about to turn him into no damn horse. I am done.
So yeah, I'm good on all that.
Lady climbs through McDonald's window because we're not taking any more orders, cause we have no gloves. She's not playing. She wants to make her own food.
McDonald's corporate, it's training. It's my first day training, and I came unadequately dressed. So you are not held responsible for my first day of training.
She clapping and all.
What are you doing? What is it?
A lot of professionalism coming out of McDonald's these days. I ain't gonna hold you.
Para aquellos que se quedan solos, para aquellos que todos critican.
One more time for the one time, man. Ay.
Las manos arriba. Para aquellos que se quedan solos, para aquellos que todos critican.
Oh, funny, man.
Come on, let's just go to the back. Stop yelling. Stop yelling. Stop yelling. Stop yelling. Stop yelling.
It's over. Unless somebody who sound like that whip your ass, man. Mr. Man.
Another episode of the Celebrity Junk.
Man, what else we got here? I'm gonna make this one the last video on the mount.
Atacando o ataque ali com muita agressividade. Jogo, a bola rolando.
É isso, e vem de novo ataque, passou de segunda. Contra-golpe, Filipinho pingou de meio de novo. Vamos ver se volta. Tentou salvar, vai ter mais uma chance. Vem no ataque. Defesa, mais uma oportunidade. Charca ataque. Do Franklin, olha o rally. Pingou de meio de novo o Filipinho. Buscou no jogo, tá valendo. Franklin no fundo quadra. Renan buscou. Levantamento, olha o ralizão. Passa de volta o Renan. Recepção de bola. Franklin, e o time levantou. Franklin no Shark. Vamos lá. Se liga no rally. Felipe de novo passa outra vez. Franklin, e o time levanta bem o Franklin. Pingou a bola da defesa. Felipe, rally interminável. Renan no fundo quadra. Conseguiu buscar, vai para ataque, lá vem o Miltinho, meio fundo, cobertura, não acaba o ponto, não acaba o rally. Renan, interminável, para ataque vem o Franklin, no ataque no fundo meio fundo, defesa contra golpe, vai voltar, voltou essa bola. Miltinho, levantou, veio o Franklin, cravou,
No, this one's to watch. I need to look at.